Namaste. Welcome to Subhu's Launch Talk. Hope all are doing fine. Today I am going to talk on different modes of problem solving. One of the most important job one does in life is problem solving. And after you finish your graduation, it is more necessary that you will be called upon to solve different problems. So how do we approach the different types of problems? When we do anything, there has to be some method. If you have a method, you know the way to approach the problem solving. It is said that one should not be part of the problem. Instead, one should be part of the solution. It is easy to make a mountain out of a molehill, but problem solving is about making a molehill out of a mountain. Once a problem was given to move a mountain from one place to another. All the problem solvers of the world were invited to that conference, and the task given was you have to move the mountain from one place to another, say from A to B, and everyone was asked to give their answers or their method. How will you solve the problem? All those who came to the conference were totally zapped. They said, this is not possible. It is not possible to move a mountain from one place to another. And each of them were giving up that such a problem cannot be solved. The moment you come across a problem, the first thing you feel is this problem is too big to solve. And similarly, when it was told that find a method to move the mountain from A to B, the problem looked like an impossible task. But one wise guy said, sir, I can do it. His mindset was he has to be a part of the solution. However big the problem, his mindset is that I should be part of a solution. So he was asked, okay, tell us, how will you move the mountain from A to B? This wise man said, sir, I can move this mountain from A to B, spoonful at a time, one spoonful at a time. Everybody were aghast. He explained, sir, I will take a shovel, dig the mountain a little bit, and put the mud on the other side from A to B. Similarly, I'll keep on shoveling and move the mountain, put the mud on the other side, and over a period of time, the mountain would have moved from A to B. The moral of the story is, however big the problem, you can always move the mountain spoonful at a time. With this, I'm going to tell you 4 methods how to look at a problem and find a way out. As they say, you have to find a method to start and understand the task and do it. That is, a, there should be a method in madness too. Having said that, there are four methods how to approach a problem. As different problems require different way of solving it. So the first method is like a doctor. What does a doctor do? The doctor first asks what is wrong with you, whether your head is paining, your leg is paining, whether you're having fever, whether you're feeling weak. This is called taking the data. So when the patient says, "Sir, I've been not well for last week and I'm suffering from fever," the doctor diagnoses the problem, whether it is due to food or whether it is whatever it is. He does a diagnosis, and after the diagnosis, he gives a prescription saying that you take this medicine 2 times a day after lunch. He gives a red color tablet and he says, come after 2 days. And after 2 days, you go and you say, no, sir, the fever has not come down. He will change the tablet. So that is a way of a doctor, how he approaches the problem. That's called diagnosis and prescription. Somebody comes and says, in the Excel sheet, I am not able to get this. Control C is not working, Control V is not working, Alt Control Delete is not working. So you diagnose the problem, what is the issue, and you suggest, okay, no, what you do is you shut down, restart, reboot, change the software, whatever, which means you approach like a doctor. The second way of approaching the problem is like a fisherman. Now, what does a fisherman do? He gets up early in the morning, goes into the sea with the boat where he feels there are a lot of fishes and casts his net and wait for some time and brings his catch to the shore, which means certain problems you require to go into the field and find out where your customers are, who are your buyers, what type of products move there, are required, and then you pitch for that particular sale and make a catch. So fisherman mode of problem solving is for all those who explore new markets, who explore new ventures, where they go and go to the field, cast their net and bring their catch. So this is the second way of solving a problem, like a fisherman. The third way of solving a problem is like a farmer. Now, what does a farmer do? A farmer has been given a certain dimension of the agricultural field, say 1 acre, 2 acre, and in that, depending on what is the demand or what he wants to grow, he grows different types of crops. You make you make you may make a decision that this time you will make coconut, next time you will put mangoes, another time you will some other thing. So this is called increasing the productivity within the given dimension given for this thing. For example, in the factory, you have to a certain machine has to, if it is working optimally, it will give that much this much of. Then they do certain balancing, machine balancing and things like that, and they can get more output of that same machine. So for productivity purpose, you work like a farmer. Even for switching your product mix, suppose you mix switch your product mix, you know that in this particular factory you have only this capacity, beyond this capacity you cannot make. So within that capacity, how do I design my products mix, what all products I can put there, so that I can get profitability as well as productivity. Say for example, in a university, how many classes you have, how many how many courses we can take. The the infrastructure is fixed, but within the infrastructure, whether you can have a morning batch, whether you can have an afternoon batch, whether you can have an evening batch, whether you can have a weekend batch, whether you can have a Sundays batch, whether you can have an executives, non non work non working type of executives. So within the set facilities, how do I reap, how do I reap and increase my profitability and productivity? You know, what courses I can take, which courses has got demand, can I put in music classes, can I start cricket coaching, things like that. So you have a fixed facilities, and from that how do I draw the output? That is like if you think like a farmer. And the fourth method is like a hunter. Now, what does a hunter do? A hunter goes into the forest. He has no idea where the deer is running and things like that. So he waits for his game, or he waits for his target. He goes hunting, he moves around in the forest, he keeps a keen eye on what's happening. Similarly, like in market research, or you want to check whether the oil is available in such and such place. So you adopt the technique of a hunter. You hunt for the hide. For example, you are looking for placements. So you hunt for the companies, those who may show interest in your college. So there you have to be like a hunter. So in each of these method of solving problem, you need to think yourself and put yourself in the shoe. Say a problem has come and you have to put the cap of a doctor. So with the doctor, you need to know some technical analysis, you need to have some problem solving, you need to have some technical knowledge, you need to develop knowledge in that particular field, in that particular expertise. You require a certain expertise. Say for example, it's a heart specialist, someone is a brain specialist, some people are physiotherapy expertise. So you have to develop the expertise in a particular place. And now you come to the next fisherman. You need to have the courage to go to uncharted waters. You need to move here and there. You don't know whether the weather will be favorable to you. You don't. You may get into all this issue, but that type of problems where you need to expand your markets and things like that, you need to have the courage of a fisherman and also the enterprise of a fisherman. Sometimes you may have a catch, sometimes you may come empty handed. So you need to maintain that balance without getting frustrated. A fisherman keeps going every day into the sea and comes back. Some days he'll get a catch, some day he will not get, but he doesn't lose his cool. He keeps on doing, he maintains that consistency. So next is the farmer. So in that you will have to know the different product mix and things like, and have an idea about how you can take the juice out of the sugarcane, maximum juice out of the sugarcane. It's like what quality of sugarcane you can have, how much juice each quality of sugarcane is giving, and within that machine, what is how much you can charge for a good quality sugarcane. So it's that sort of a thing. So as a farmer, you might have to know a little bit more on what is it that I can do or grow so that I get benefit out of it, the cost benefit. I get more benefit. For example, in areas like Anantapur and where there are less rain, farmers have used drip irrigation technology that is famous in places like Israel. There is no water there, less water, not no water, less water, and they use the method of drip irrigation so that each and every drop of water is goes to the root of the plant. So the water, don't waste water, and it goes directly to the root. It feeds the root of the plant, and they get a good yield from that farm. So you are more, your thought process is more of how to get more yield out of the particular farm. And last is the case of the hunter, where you will have to wait patiently and sometimes move around so that you have an idea about what is happening in this forest and what all he can hunt. For example, there is this case of a guy who was sent to Africa. He was working for a shoe company. So he was told, go to Africa and let us know whether there will be demand for our shoes. So they send the first salesman. The first salesman goes there and sees no one is wearing shoes. All are barefoot. So he sends back a message saying that, sir, here nobody wears shoes. There is no point in sending shoes here because nobody is wearing them. We have no market here. Then a second my person was sent to the same country and he reported, sir, please send 2 container load of shoes because there is no one wearing shoes, so there is market for shoes. We can make them wear shoes. We can tell them the benefit about shoes. So please send 2 containers of shoes. So what does this say? If you have a problem solving attitude, then you will find an opportunity in every problem. Otherwise, you will find problem in every opportunity. It is up to us to be either a part of the problem or part of the solution. And if you want to solve a problem, you have four different ways of doing things. With that, I come to the end of this video. Hope you like this video. Like, share with your friends, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications of my next videos. Goodbye, take care, till we meet again.